Water is life's matter and matrix, mother and medium, no blue, no green. Groundwater plays a vital role in food security, water availability, and economic growth of more than 1.3 billion people in India. Notwithstanding the development of irrigation scheme based on surface water, groundwater remains primary source of irrigation in large parts of our country. Both natural and anthropogenic factors cause groundwater depletion in India. Sustainable management of groundwater in India is vital for tackling growing challenges related to water availability. We all know that groundwater development is largely by open dug well and large diameter wells. Well yielding 20 cum day are common. Generally, these are considered to be poor aquifers.
There are various provinces and it is of 8 types, in which Indo-Gangetic Alluvial Province is the richest groundwater province of our country. It covers 1 lakh km square, which is 172 million acre in the northern regions of Indian subcontinent. Many developed cities like Delhi, Dhaka, Kolkata are located in Indo-Gangetic Plain. Some challenges faced by cities in India like Chennai and Bangalore. Once water abundant cities have both faced challenges related to water security in the recent past. While Chennai faced one of its worst water crises in 2018-19, Bangalore delayed impending water day zero in 2019 by further exploiting the Kaveri River with tankers supplying water to a 50% of city. In both cities, water resources are overworked and overused and not adequately replenished. Instead, many natural spaces that allows for recharge have been built upon and countrysized. It is projected that by 2030, unless Bangalore implements and enforces drastic measures of water management and consumption pattern, the gap between supply and demand could be as much as 80%. Not only is this an extreme risk to the population, but also to the economy of the city that is home to 40% of India's information technology sector and the startup ecosystem that attracts a USD 3.5 billion in investments annually.
How this affects various major factors like health, social, and economic growth. Tainted groundwater can cause a vast number of different illnesses in humans, plants, as well as animals. The pollution is such that if a human eats plant or animal that have been contaminated, they will be ingesting the harmful chemicals as well. Chromium and lead are often used in pesticides. A lingering residue or improper storage or disposal of the pesticide may lead to groundwater contamination with one of these harmful chemicals. Exposure to these can cause damage to the brain as well as the nervous system. Kidney damage is also associated with heavy lead and chromium exposure. Children are more susceptible because of their age. These health problems are permanent and irreversible. A person needs an experienced attorney to fight for the right compensation of this kind of damage. Benzene has been shown to lead to higher incidence of leukemia. Neuromuscular and kidney damage are also known to be caused by this type of chemical. Regular flu symptoms that may go unnoticed include headache, nausea, fatigue, rashes, and eye irritation. Arsenic is a deadly chemical that is often found in contaminated areas. Arsenic is naturally occurring, but when chemically contaminated increases the concentration, it becomes more dangerous. Arsenic poison can be linked to skin, lung, and bladder cancer. High levels of arsenic also leads to cardiovascular damage. A person who has been exposed to high levels of arsenic has a higher risk of developing two types of diet. A person who has been exposed to higher levels of arsenic has higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Social and economic development. Increased groundwater irrigation has enabled higher and more consistent crop yields, which in turn has improved food security and reduced poverty. However, this increase in groundwater use has led to falling water levels and widespread concern about the long-term sustainability of irrigated agriculture. These concerns are especially dire in India, where groundwater use has increased by 500% over the past 50 years. The Central Government Board of India estimated that 15% of the administrative blocks in India extract more water than is replenished, and there is a significant concern about the rapid depletion and dropping groundwater levels have increased poverty and conflicts decreased agricultural profits.
What is the solution to the problem? We use solar energy to extract water from deep underground aquifers which are below the surface. We update the solar groundwater model. It is a scalable and innovative design that we think could save millions of lives over the years. What do? Combining solar capability with smart electromechanics and enclosing our technology in this large metal box. The solar panels create electricity which powers a variable frequency drive, which is the mechanism to optimize energy usage and is used to extract water from underground water. That water is then filtered using 0.1 micron, that is, we use ultrafiltration. The hollow fibers of these membranes contain U-shaped micropores that allow the water to pass through, trapping 99.999% of all bacteria, including E. coli and many more. It takes us only 7 minutes to deploy the model. Our solution is consistent with widespread concern about groundwater over extraction in India. We use the most abundant natural resource, the sun, and we serve existing technology including solar panels, water filtration units, and water pumps, and then repurpose them in a way that we could use the solar energy to extract water from deep underground aquifers which are below the surface pockets of India.
Now, you might think that purchase of these materials will be costly, but it's not at all like that. Let us see the cost estimation of this process. Raw materials will be costing 20,000, solar panels 1,50,000, transportation 30,000 to 1 lakh as it varies from place to place. So for our estimation, let transportation be 1 lakh. Manufacture will take 40,000 and marketing is the basis of any new idea to become well known. So it costs around 1.5 lakh. Labor will cost around 30,000. All the price estimation is approximately 4,90,000, rounding it off to 5 lakh rupees.
We would like to conclude our research with the gist of whatever we discussed until now. Firstly, we started our video with introduction about soils in India. Then we explained about water and water scarcity, which was followed by various factors like health, economic growth, etc. Then solution for the topic given, which includes solar energy, and we use existing technology including solar panels, water filtration units, and water pumps. This whole solution costs around 5 lakh Indian rupees, which is quite accessible for our country, India. Thank you so much for providing us this golden opportunity to showcase our potentials.